Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Jeanie Alter. I am the Executive Director of the American School Health Association. I'm so thrilled that you all are here today. We have over 2,300 registered for this event today. And so we know that this is really important information, that this is information as professionals and as parents that we really need right now in a very rapidly changing environment. So we are so thrilled that you're here and so thrilled to have you all. So today we're going to be talking about preparing for a new learning environment and considerations for schools in the age of COVID-19. This was a joint effort. It took a large team, including our event planners at Kesselman Jones. So a huge thank you to them for all the hard work that they put in to this event today, as well as the wonderful support that we get from the New Mexico Department of Health, which supports Kesselman Jones in their support of us. So we want to thank them publicly. Also, we want to thank the ASHA members who were central to the planning of this event. Lisa Greathouse, Chris Paskey, Mary Lay, Steve Goodwin, Caitlin Sellis, Wendy Sellers, and Mike Mann. We're so thankful for all the hard work that you put into this event, and we're really grateful for all of your hard work. I want to share with you a little bit about the American School Health Association before we get started. We may be new to you, and if we are, welcome. And I just wanted to share a little bit about who we are and what we do. So our mission is to transform all schools into places where every student learns and thrives. Now, how do we go about doing that? Well, we envision healthy students who learn and achieve in safe and healthy environments, nurtured by caring adults functioning within a coordinated school and community support system. And all of that describes the whole school, whole community, whole child model, which was developed by the CDC and ASCD, and we'll be hearing from them today. And this model is a student-centered model that really emphasizes the role of the community in supporting the school and those connections between health and academic achievement. And it really puts the child at the center, and it encourages all of the different components to work together. So we feel like the WISC model is very important to the work that we do because it's not any one person's job to attend to the health and well-being of students within the school and within the community. We all have to work together. And I think that's really important during times like this, where we have a lot to do and we need to know that we need to work together. So we hope that you'll get to know ASHA a bit more. I wanted to share with you a little bit about who we are and what some of our member benefits are. We are a multidisciplinary professional organization made up of members, and these members could be from any component of that WISC model: counselors, educators, nurses, community members, counseling and psychological services, right? So we are a diverse group of people. What ASHA provides to our members are a few things. We have our wonderful Journal of School Health, which is our professional journal, peer-reviewed journal. We also offer continuing education free to our members, and that includes a variety of things, including self-studies, webinars, and our annual conference, and we'll share more with you today about our webinars and our annual conference. We have a variety of discounts, and we also have access to information and expertise whether that be through our annual conference, our newsletter, and our wonderful members. We have this wonderful and supportive network of individuals that help answer questions and are really there as a wonderful resource to each other. One thing that I'd like to invite you to take a look at and maybe participate in one of our upcoming webinars. We have a wonderful slate of upcoming webinars through the end of the year. So I invite you to take a look at those and join us for any that are of interest to you. I also want to invite you to our 94th annual, you got that right, that's not a typo, 94th annual virtual school health conference, which will take place September 30th and October 1st. Registration is going to open August 7th, so mark your calendar for that. And take a look at our website at ashaweb.org, and that will give you more information about our upcoming event. We're really excited about it. As you know, a lot of organizations have started to pivot and take their events online. And so we are doing the same out of an abundance of caution for everyone's safety. And we hope you'll join us. It'll be a really exciting couple of days. We also want you to save the date for our 2021 School Health Conference. That will be our 95th annual conference, which will be in Albuquerque, New Mexico, October 6th through the 8th. And you'll notice all of the balloons there. It will be during the 50th anniversary of the Balloon Fiesta. So we really hope you'll join us and bring your families and bring in mine. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have a lot of wonderful sessions. We're going to have time to network, learn from each other, and also enjoy Albuquerque.
It is difficult to describe Albuquerque. Both ancient and cutting edge, equal parts cool and quaint, it is an oasis in the high desert. Full of people with rich histories and inspiring ideas you won't find anywhere else. There is truly no other city like it. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but even that many would be doing Albuquerque a severe injustice. Because a snapshot is only a tiny peephole into the thousands of layers of sights, sounds, spices, scents, and stories. And one must look at all of Albuquerque's facets in order to grasp its beauty. Because of this, no visitor here can possibly see it the same as another. From the businesswoman witnessing a 1,000-year-old sacred ritual, to the skier gazing upon the snow-blanketed mountainside, or the scientist peering into his microscope towards a better future, to the culinary aficionado reawakening his taste buds. Each person experiences something completely unique and leaves Albuquerque viewing their own world in a whole new light.
Oh my gosh, I really hope you'll join us. I got goosebumps when I saw all the balloons. So I hope you'll join us. I wanted to share with you a message from one of our long-term members who has attended 55 consecutive ASHA conferences. And I just wanted to share with you his thoughts about what makes our conference so special. And he talks about the great resources and meeting with professionals in the spirit of that interdisciplinary approach, right? And we talk about how we're a multidisciplinary organization and that working together is so important. And I think, you know, we come away excited. We come away with a lot of new knowledge that we're excited to share. So I just wanted to share that message from Dr. Olson, who has attended 55 consecutive conferences. So he should know, right? It's my pleasure to introduce to you today Dr. Kayce Solari Williams, who is the president of the American School Health Association, and hear a few words from her of welcome. Kayce?
All right. Hello. Thank you, Jeannie, for that amazing just kind of start and kick off to this event. She gave you all, and welcome to all of you all who are here. And I love the chat. I've already been able to get into the chat room and respond to a couple of people. But Jeannie gave you the who we are, and I want to share with you the why we're here. And a couple of people have been asking some questions already. And, you know, in the housekeeping, if you saw the video when you logged in, and you saw that, you know, you would have an opportunity to ask questions and get those questions answered. And if, you know, if it hasn't come up in the queue, you know, like that, and so that we can see it and address those questions. But the why we're doing this came out of, Jeannie just mentioned our annual school health conference, our 94th annual school health conference scheduled for later this year. It was already scheduled. This is around the time that we have it, but it's usually after the school year starts. And so while the board was in the middle of a board meeting, our vice president was like, you know, when we're talking about our conference, our vice president was like, you know, we start after the school year is going on with everything. People want, you know, information, and this information we get at the conference is great, but the school year will have already started. So let's do something now, you know, or before the school year gets going, and give the different perspectives from all the different networks of individuals and organizations that we have connections with. And let's bring people together and give them an opportunity. And then even, you know, let's do it even better. Let's make it free. Let's just open it up for anyone. So it's not just our members. It's kind of like, you know, when you're in the same room with the same people, telling each other the same things, that's great, but how do we move things forward? And so moving forward in this new learning environment is something that is critical, and conversations that need to be had from all those different perspectives that Jeannie mentioned in the WISC model. It takes more, you know, that adage of it takes a village, and it takes more than just one person who is responsible as a superintendent, or one person who's responsible in that classroom, or a couple of people who are responsible in the home for the success of a student, right? So that is why we're here. And this day has been, is going to be full of wonderful opportunities for you to hear from folks at the federal level, and inside the schoolroom building, and in the community surrounding it, everything in between. So let's take a moment to go through today's agenda, because someone did ask, is there going to be a lunch break? We are going to give you an opportunity to eat. Yes, definitely. So we'll get started today hearing from the CDC. The CDC will kick us off, and then we'll go right into the series that we have. In that discussion we were talking about with the board, is like, what are the things that people want to know? And so mention the vice president, and you'll also get to meet the vice president later on as a moderator for one of the sessions that we have today. But he was also saying, let me put my principal hat on. What are some things that I would want to know as a building principal? That's, you know, from his former life as a school principal, right? So these were the three things that kind of came out as the larger buckets, if you will, that we're going to talk about today. So after the CDC presentation, you're going to hear from a panel of just wonderful individuals that will go through their areas of expertise, from talking about germs and keeping folks safe at school, you know, students and staff safe at schools, talking about air quality, talking about just a variety of different things coming from the school environment and what that means for in-person learning in this age of COVID-19, right? And then from there, we'll have what's called an intermission. So we'll have their breaks, and you can get your snacks, but they're gonna be active intermissions. So there's an opportunity, if you don't wanna get up, or if you already got up at some point and you wanna stick around and join us, we'll have a variety of things offered. And before each session, I do want to, before I go on, tell you that we will take polls, as was mentioned in the housekeeping video, and we will take polls just kind of assessing what your mindset is, what you think. We want this to be engaging and interactive for you as well, and give you an opportunity, not only in the chat room, but to just let your thoughts be shared and voices be heard around these topics as well. So We'll start with keeping students and staff safe at school, have our intermission time, and that's a 30-minute intermission. There's, like I said, it's active intermission time. So there's even times for you to get moving. And if you've read my bio, you know my background is dealing with movement. And so that is something I'm excited about. So you'll have an opportunity to move because you don't want to sit still for this wonderful day. You want to take some breaks. After that intermission, we'll move into how do we help students and staff cope with uncertainty. We have professionals from across the board that deal with social emotional learning, that deal with the psychological impact of everything that's going on. And that's from a student lens, but of course, for everyone in the school building, everyone connected to the school community. So we'll have that conversation. And then after that session, we will have a break, again, intermission. Again, not a break. Don't leave us if you don't want to. We again have some active things going on. We have some, some follow-up about each one of the session or about this previous session. You'll see Jeanie and me quite a bit today. So get used to us being on your screen. And then we'll go into the last of the buckets, if you will. The last one talking about how do we support student academic success. And, again, all of this is with the lens of this new learning environment in the age of COVID-19 that we're taking, precaution and being really sensitive to that safety, to that coping level, and then to overall student success. If you notice from our mission as an organization is to ensure that every student can learn and thrive. And so this is what we're aiming at overall. So this totally supports to ASHA's mission. And then closing that out, this supports with that WISC model that Jeanie mentioned to you that was created by, as you see, ASCD and CDC. But someone from ASCD will be coming and speaking to you all. And like I said, you've got the speaker bios that are on there. Mine was on there. Everybody else's is on there. Jeanie's is on there, I believe. And so you learn about everyone else on the Hey Summit website that has everything about today's event. That also is a place where you can find the housekeeping. If you have questions about technical issues and who to call or contact and things of that nature, all that information is on that. That housekeeping video that's also on the Hey Summit site. So if you ever have questions and want to know, and you can also post those in the chat room as well. Someone was always monitoring that and can respond and help you on an individual level and take care of any issues that you may have. But we are looking forward to having a wonderful day. These things will be recorded and available to you as soon as we get everything, packaged and loaded so that it come to you. But stay connected with us all throughout the day. Chat with us. Make sure that you are fully engaged, and again, asking questions we may not be answering. That is a part of that as well. That's the whole adage, again, coming back to that WISC model, is that it brings together minds that are, sometimes focused in a specific area and keeps a lens that we may not have thought of as, whatever our role is in supporting the school. So that is how our day is going to go. Jeanie, I was going to say, I will yield the floor to you.
Terrific. Thank you for kind of showing us the roadmap where we're headed today. We're going to have a very full day, and we have a lot to get to. So I want to make sure that you all, as we move through the day, that you can connect with us on social media. And we have our two hashtags for our event today, hashtag ASHA Virtual and hashtag Prepare for School. So please connect with us. We'd love to hear what you have to say and connect with us afterward as well. So as Kayce walked us through, we've got a wonderfully full day and a lot of things that we've all been thinking a lot about living and during these interesting times. So I'm so pleased to introduce Mallory DeSalle from Prevention Insights. I've invited her to come today and help us kind of set our intentions for the day, walk us through a brief exercise just to get us focused. And she's going to circle back at the end of the day as well and kind of help us close and think about how we move forward. So Mallory, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you so much, Jeanie, and thank you, Kayce. As we join together today and talk about ways that we can prepare our schools and our universities to be best positioned to face our new normal, we are setting our plans in place. And plans are synonymous with the word intention. So today, I'm going to introduce all of you to just a mindfulness moment that will allow us to set our intentions for today and to look ahead at the future. So I want everyone to remember what Kayce just said, that here at ASHA, we want our students to feel the benefit of social and emotional wellness. And so we're going to acknowledge that all of us too have social and emotional needs. And so I'm going to invite everyone, even though you're not on camera, to take a moment and close your eyes and just assess how you feel this morning. Notice how your muscles are feeling in your shoulders. Maybe you're carrying some tension. Maybe you're joining us from an early morning time zone. Or maybe it's late in the day already where you are and you're feeling the stress of the day. Going to invite everyone to check in and feel, is this a feeling you've been carrying with you? Are you feeling the pressure of making decisions for your school, putting policies in place? Take a moment to assess whether you're feeling rested or whether you wished you had more time to rest your weariness. We're going to take a few deep breaths. And to do that, I want you to notice that to take a deep breath, we have to expand our full belly. And we're going to breathe out, breathing in all the air to the count of 4. We're going to hold it to the count of 4. And then we're going to exhale to the count of 8 so that we can exhale longer than we held the breath in. So take one deep breath in, 2, 3, 4, hold it, 2, 3, 4. Now exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And after taking that mindful breath, again, pay attention to how your body is feeling. Do you feel a little bit lighter? Are you still feeling tension in your body? Ask yourself about your emotions in looking ahead to the future, knowing that feelings are just information. They're just telling you how you're feeling, and you can let them pass through. That you'll feel many feelings today. Some of them excited, some of them concerned, some of them full of positive energy, others less wanted. We're going to take another deep breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, and hold your breath, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you picture what you'd like the next school year to look like, as you anticipate what you'd like to do to offer a safe and well environment for your students of any age, your colleagues all around you, I want you to imagine, what would it look like if you could be at your best? And as you picture this, I want you to envision a word that captures your intention, your best plan. One word that can summarize your goal. I'm going to invite you to take one last deep breath in. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to invite you all to now share your intentions. As many of you have already discovered, there's a way to communicate with all the panelists and attendees. I'm going to invite you now to chat in the chat box your one word of intention for today and for tomorrow and for the future of this school year and this academic year. Together, we will hold each other accountable and we will strengthen each other's efforts and intentions because we are all in this together, and ASHA will be with you to help you meet your best intentions. On behalf of Prevention Insights at Indiana University School of Public Health, I want to thank you all for the commitment that you've shown by attending today. And I want to remind you that whatever you feel today, it's passing information to help you continue meet your needs. Thank you, Kayce. Thank you, Jeanie, for having me this morning, and I look forward to joining you later this afternoon. And please continue asserting your intentions in the chat box.
Thank you, Mallory, and I am enjoying seeing all of the intentions come through in the chat box. Thank you very much.